UEFA looming decision is about far more than a single fixture. It's a crossroads for modern football. The Executive Committee will be asked to approve a proposal that would send Villarreal and Barcelona to Miami for a December La Liga match, the first time Spain's domestic competition might be staged outside its borders. Supporters and players in Spain argue that a national league belongs to its people and stadiums, that history and competitive integrity cannot be traded for ticket sales and overseas television deals. They point out practical problems too: extra travel that leaves players exhausted, a calendar already bursting at the seams, and smaller clubs who never get a chance to benefit from global showcases. On the other side, clubs and commercial partners see a new frontier. Playing in the United States promises fresh audiences, lucrative broadcasting contracts, and corporate hospitality opportunities that feed a global brand strategy. For Barcelona, a club with massive international reach, a Miami match is another lever to build year-round engagement in a key market. For Villarreal, it's exposure and cash that a smaller club rarely receives. The crux of the UEFA decision is not only legal but philosophical. Will national competitions remain protected ecosystems, or will they morph into touring entertainment products? If UEFA greenlights the match, FIFA will almost certainly have to step in to define how often domestic fixtures can be moved, which competitions can request overseas dates, and what limits must protect sporting fairness. That could mean quotas on overseas games, travel caps, or strict compensation mechanisms for affected clubs and fans. The consequences ripple into broadcasting too. Right now, TV deals are negotiated on geography and exclusivity. One game in Miami would redraw rights territories, potentially prompting renegotiations and competition between global networks seeking to own the English and Spanish language audiences across continents. Equally combustible is the reaction from fans. The Players' Union and organised supporters have collected signatures and voiced moral opposition. Not because clubs shouldn't earn revenue, but because they believe the soul of the league is at stake. Many supporters view the stadium as a community space, not an exportable commodity. That argument matters because football depends on local identity. Remove too much local presence and you risk alienating the core that sustains clubs through lean years. There is also precedent emerging elsewhere. Other European leagues, including a reported request from Italy for a match in Australia, are testing similar waters. UEFA ruling on the Barcelona-Villarreal proposal will set a template. A yes could encourage copycat requests worldwide. A no could reaffirm a line that domestic seasons are sacrosanct. Practically speaking, the logistics are thorny. Teams flying transatlantic face recovery timelines that may affect league parity. Smaller squads with fewer rotation options could be disproportionately harmed. Meanwhile, sponsors and elite players may favour the exposure, and commercial pressure will be immense. The decision is therefore a balancing act between tradition and transformation, between protecting competitive fairness and unlocking new revenue for clubs and leagues. When UEFA announces its verdict, the footballing world will be watching not just for the outcome, but for the rationale behind it. Will governing bodies prioritise fans and sporting integrity, or will economic expansion win the day? Well, the ruling will tell us much about the direction of the sport, whether domestic competitions remain rooted in communities or whether they step onto a global stage where home advantage, travel fairness, and local identity are negotiated like commercial assets. Whatever the result, this is not merely a match permission, it is a marker of how football chooses to grow in the 21st century.